Okay. What's going on, everyone on X and YouTube? Give me a minute. I'm going to get started here. What's going on, Dave? Welcome in. Welcome in. I appreciate you, man. Welcome in. All right, let me get started over here real quick. Get the news detail ready. What's going on, everyone on TikTok? Welcome in. What's going on, everyone on YouTube and X? Welcome in. We're so back. Not fully back, but almost there. That's for sure. Okay, so hey, what I want to see, Dave, is Bitcoin break above 95K and actually hold above 95K. That would be great for the whole market. All right, so I know I usually put some music and stuff here, but can't do it because of the other platforms. It's so more fun in the house. You better get some beaching and Paramount. Well, Somo, I have more than enough beaching, but Paramount, I never heard of. That's actually new to me. I'll look into that one for sure. All right, guys, if you can please tap on that screen, share the live stream. We really appreciate it. Get some more people in here. What's going on next? So, what's going on, Cooper? Welcome in, welcome in. All right, so let me get started, guys. Hello to everyone here, and hello to everyone here. The U.S. Federal Reserve, I'm echoing. Why am I echoing? Uh, all right, let me check. Well, if I am echoing, I think you guys just gonna have to deal with it. Let me lower the mic gain for a little bit and see if that actually helps. This is definitely something new when it comes to TikTok. Can you guys hear me fine? Let me know. Yeah, okay. Ah, let me know if you guys can hear me fine. CMJ, welcome in. I still got an echo. Wow. All right, so today after I stop doing the live stream, I'm gonna have to do something about all of this. Let me check if there's anything on audio effects that I don't know about. Maybe a reverb. All right, let me know what happens when I turn on the reverb. What do you guys hear? My voice is double and it's pretty bad. Yeah, that's the thing, Cooper, that I don't think anything I do is going more echo, right? All right, let me see if I lower it. How about now? Is it still an echo? What's going on, Sam Shay? Welcome in, welcome in. No, right now this is the only one I'm using. Yeah, my voice is double. Ah, when it's not one thing, is the other. You know, it's funny because the setting it's actually pretty good. I got the echo cancellation. I got the auto suppress on. Let me try this, guys. What do you hear now? Same. That's a Timu microphone. That is funny. No, this is not a Timu microphone. So it seems like it's actually a TikTok glitch versus me actually being the problem. Someone is just saying now that Austin had the same thing. And I do have echo cancellation, so yeah, but that's the thing, Alex. If I restart and it's the same thing, then what's the point of restarting? Let me see the audio signal processing. All right, guys, let me know what you hear. No, actually, I don't have speakers either. Yes, if it's from Shein, how dare you? No, no, Tim, it's not from Shein either. It's the same. Say Iron Man. Uh, hmm. Let me do an echo test. Yeah, Tim, that's what I'm thinking too, because yeah, I mean, I got two choices. According to this, there is no echo. So the only two choices I have is you guys could try to bear with me and deal with the echo, or I'm gonna, take like a week off or something until they fix it, which I really don't want to do that one. Yeah, it's big time. Interesting. Thanks, Tim. I appreciate you, man. It's kind of annoying. I know, man. I know it really is because I didn't have none of these problems before, and all of a sudden, these problems are happening. It's very annoying. All right, guys. Let me try to do the best I can here. I'm going to be talking. Let me know if you still hear me talking or if my sound goes out. Do you guys hear me talking still with an echo? Do you guys hear me talking at all? Okay. Does it still have an echo? Same thing. Shit. Ah, yeah, unfortunately there's nothing I could do there. And it's really bad. You know what? I'm gonna restart on TikTok. Let me do the same crap that I did last time. I had to delete everything, reinstall everything. It's gonna take me a minute. Um, just give me until like 5. Let me. Oh, that's the thing. I don't want to do that either. This is real bull. All right, let me try this, guys. Hold on. Let me know if there's still an echo after I do this. Wait, where is it? Do, 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 do. Is the echo still there? Is better? No, no. Okay. All right, guys. Look, I try to share my my screen so you guys could see it here as well. And unfortunately, that seems to be the problem. So you're just gonna have to see my beautiful face and just listen to the news. No charts, unfortunately. I am doing charts on TikTok, but totally up to you guys. All right, so I figured out what was the problem. Uh, which is pretty weird. Okay, so yeah, I am Davio. The U.S. Federal Reserve cut interest rate by 0.25 basis point. Bitcoin first dropped over 2,000 as trader reacted, then partly recovered. The dip happened because many traders had already expected the cut. Markets stayed volatile as investors waited to see how lower rate cut would impact inflation and risk asset like crypto. So one of the things that I do say when it comes to FOMC meeting, I don't really recommend, I mean, to each his own, but I really don't recommend trading anything because you guys will get wrecked eventually, especially when things are going the way they are. Um, Now, about 1.35 billion XRP were moved off exchanges within 60 days. When coin leave exchanges, it usually means holders don't plan to sell soon. This reduces selling pressure and can support price. XRP is still down from its highs, but this movement suggests large holder may be positioning for long-term holding, which is one of the things that I stress a lot when it comes to moving coins from exchanges and off exchanges. Usually that signal a good thing and a bad thing. The good news is when they're getting off exchanges, that means they're planning to hold long term. When you see an inflow into exchanges, that means they're planning for a sell off, which it's not really good. Um, unless, you know, is one of us trying to take profit, then it's good. Talking about XRP, what's going on, Cheese? I see you, bro. Welcome in. Talking about XRP, 3AI model analyze XRP. One sees strong support possible to the upside. Another sees a big move coming but isn't sure which direction. The third sees growing activity and lower exchange supply. All agree volatility is coming, but the direction is still uncertain. What's going on, Web3? Welcome in. Appreciate you joining. So, if you do take a look at XRP prices over here, yeah, guys, I do apologize. I really wish I could share the live stream, the chart, but it's becoming a problem. So, unless I just go back to what I was doing before, I do a pretty early live stream and then the other. All right, so let me check over here real quick. All right, when it comes to XRP, according to even my indicators, it's saying that the 1 hour, it's pretty bearish. The 4 hour and the daily is bearish. The RSI are in all three time frame are below 50, which usually means no good. Now, when it comes to a support level, XRP needs to hold the support level at around 201 all the way to like maybe, yeah, around 198. So let's round it up to $2. As long as XRP maintain that level of support there, then we should be good to go. If we break below that, then we're looking at $1.90, and breaking below the $1.90, then we're also going to see the possibility of $1.81 for XRP, which is dangerous. What's going on, Marco? Welcome in. Wes, welcome in. Appreciate you. By the way, Wes, thanks for the shout out last night, bro. Appreciate you. Gemini listed Ripple stablecoin RLUSD. Trading volume jumped over 60% after the launch. This spans RLUSD real world use and strengthened Ripple payment ecosystem. It also increased credibility since Gemini is a major regulated exchange. Now, what we want to see for RLUSD, I know Binomial most likely is going to have it for sure. But what we want to see is the trading pair with RLUSD. Sorry, guys. Meaning like USDT, we see that almost everything is fair to USDT. Terrible trade. I'm just here to hey watch and watch you lose. Thank you, liquidity. Terrible trade. You're here to hey watch. Interesting. Okay. What's going on, Seiko Hunt? US EVT coming soon. Guys, that's gonna be the best uh the best US card that's going to be created, okay? And you're going to be able to purchase your food with crypto. US EVT coming soon. Sponsored by Seiko Hunt and Nancy Pelosi. What's going on, Seiko Hunt? All right. Hey, cash flow, it's okay, man. Let the haters hate because it's all love, bro. See, that's one thing I do agree that usually people hate on you because they want to be you. So I love all my haters, and I'm pretty sure deep down inside, they love me too. What's going on, Terry girl? Welcome in, welcome in. All right, a top analysis says Ethereum is forming bullish pattern and may break out soon. ETH move above key average and ETF inflows are growing. Both technical chart and institutional buying suggests upside potential through its may, though it may take time to fully play out. Now, one of the things that you never lose 100% pump every first of the month. Yo, Seiko, man, you're funny, bro. Let me see. One of the things that I was looking at earlier with the show with Green Hornet, by the way, shout out to him. The inflow, which is coming back into crypto, which is one of the things that I keep on saying. These whales are playing this game with us. 152 million inflow into Bitcoin, 176 million inflow into ETH. So you just got to make sure that you keep an eye on what the institutions are doing. Like I said earlier, yes, the charts are important, but it is not everything, especially when it comes down to crypto. Uh, let me go get the other news. First of the month, wake up, wake up. Oh my God, that's Bones Thug and Harmony. I used to listen to that. They, all right. Hi, US. Trump backed American company now holds 4,787 BTC, passing GameStop 4,710. The company is aggressively accumulating Bitcoin and says its BTC per share is rising fast. This shows continued growing corporate demand for Bitcoin, which it's another thing that you guys should kind of see as an indicator, right? Trump and his family are still demand. All right, I'm just gonna use the word balls deep into crypto, okay? And they're still buying. And yes, they have money. They don't really need the money anytime soon. But at the end of the day, I also believe that no one likes losing money. And the fact that they're accumulating tells me that there's something brewing in the background. Yes, Cooper. All right. Now, this is a little worrisome right here. Old Silk Road wallet moved millions in BTC after being inactive over 10 years. No one knows who controls them. At the same time, the Fed signal faster upcoming crypto regulation, both event increase market attention and uncertainty. Super state now lets public company issue real stock as blockchain tokens. The blockchain token, these tokenized share are legal stock but settle instantly on chain. This can change how company raise money and how investor trade traditional asset using crypto rails, which it's obvious, it's pretty obvious. RWAs is the future. Tokenization of assets is the future. That's one of the things that you hear millions, I mean not millions, you hear some of these big institutional investor saying that, and I'm talking about BlackRock, DCCT, and all of them. They're talking about hundreds and trillions that's going to be moved into uh, the tokenization of real world assets. So we'll see. Still too early for that. Only if I'm able to be the opening act for Wadi, they were accepting application. You guys are very funny here. Yeah. Okay, what's going on, Amanda? Welcome in. All right, so Binance co-CEO He a hacker took over He WeChat account to promote a meme coin that attackers bought tokens before posting. Pumped the price and sold for profit. Binance warned users not to trust social media promotion. It highlighted growing social engineering scam risk, which, funny story, when, what was it? When Trump launched his first meme coin, right? I was thinking, man, they got Trump. His account got hacked, and that's why I didn't even bother to jump in. And obviously, I missed that ride up all the way to $78, but it's okay. You know, some things are meant for you, some things are not. But you still do got to be careful, especially when it comes to celebrities. Any coin that you see on their account, it could be a big problem because if they're not really promoting it and they just put a link, your wallet could get drained because it was a hack. All right. Bitcoin ETF saw 152 million in inflow ahead of the Fed decision. BTC jumped near 95K before pulling back. Analysts say institutions are buying, but traders remain cautious due to expected volatility and macro events. Now, what I was saying when it comes to Bitcoin, let me see what you guys are saying. Please say Gohan, appreciate you, man. Welcome in. Keep hearing about for I don't know nothing about that one, Dave, but I'll definitely do some research and see. All right, let me keep the Bitcoin chart open over here, guys. Which another thing that I could say, we broke out of this channel, a retest, and continue going on from there will be beautiful. What's going on, Redmi? What's going on, Mother of Dragon? Run up the blockchain. Welcome in, guys. Now, the American Federation of Teachers asked lawmaker to reject the crypto market structure bill. They fear it weakens investor protection and could expose Buko. Thank you so much. Appreciate you. Mark Michael, thank you. Appreciate you. And could expose pension to risky crypto assets, especially through tokenized stocks. And I'm guessing people are starting to have problem with the fact that 401k for crypto is still in works. But you know what's funny? That's what I was saying earlier, that this is one of the best time to be into crypto. Because once that 401k gets approved, just imagine. I'm not saying that everyone is going to put their 401k into crypto, but I think a lot of people that know about crypto are definitely going to do that, especially in the US. Okay, XRP ETF near 1 billion in inflow, showing strong institutional interest. Ripple stablecoin RLUSD keeps growing, but XRP price remain under selling pressure from whales. The market is at a balance point between long-term bullish adoption and short-term selling risk. Absolutely, Wadi. It will help and make a difference, but will take some time. Yes, Marco, I agree with that 100%, man. Wadi, any thoughts on Mr. Lightspeed token? I never heard of that one, Tim Shade, so got me there, bro. Elon Musk and Doge. What's going on, Alan? Musk said the Doge government agency uncovered massive waste but faced heavy resistance. The mission was short lived and controversial. He later said he would not repeat the project. The story shocked many who expected bigger long term changes, which I don't want to get political, but reality is this. I think Elon Musk digging too deep, and that became a little bit worrisome. And then, Trump itself got his ear pulled, and it was like, hey, either you stop this now or we're going to have to do something about it. Tim Shea, I appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Invesco filed its final paperwork for its Solana ETF. This signaled that Sol ETF may start trading soon. Solana jumped after the news. This gives institution easier access to Sol without using crypto exchange. Now, I will take a look at Solana chart because I want to see if the market even reacted to it. Right now, I really don't like what I'm seeing in Bitcoin, but hopefully when the Asian market open up, we're gonna actually start seeing it move up. Now, so oh, and now that I see Say, I also got some good news for Say. Yeah, so when it comes to Solana, assuming that we don't drop below the 9 moving average, we could actually try to reach 147, which will be the next resistance, and then probably even tap 152. That's the 50 EMA. Now going down towards the opposite side, we break below and we could easily see Solana drop into 128 or even lower, which would be about 121. How Wally, how's it going? Any news on what's going on, future? No, not yet, not yet. Ripple is reportedly close to receiving a U.S. national bank license. If approved, Ripple could operate like a real bank. This could massively expand XRP usage for payment, custody, and stablecoin. Approval could be a major long-term catalyst, which it's one of the reasons why I did say if you cannot read between the lines what's going on with XRP, then I don't know what I could tell people other than just do your own research. And what I mean, do your own research like a deep dive research. What's going on out of the shadow? So Solana is in the same ranges that, yeah, out of the shadow, exactly. But you do know that at the end, Bitcoin moves everything. So if Bitcoin moves up, Solana is going to move up as well. Senator Loomis says a U.S. crypto regulation bill is close to completion. It will clarify how crypto is regulated and split oversight between the SEC and CFTC. Bitcoin continued tracking Fed policy closely during the process. Easy, what's going on? Repost the stream, crushing it. Thank you, Web3. I appreciate you, bro. A book. I don't know how I could make you mod on X. I never even tried it, but um, I try to see what I could do. I'm gonna read about it and see what I could do there. All right, Indomobile partnered with Space and Time to put student record on blockchain for 50,000 students. Tuitions can be paid in crypto. Records become tamper proof and easy to verify. They show real world blockchain adoption beyond finance. Now, you guys heard of Space and Time, right? Which is SXT. I was talking about it when I saw that there was a partnership with Microsoft. I mean, not, I mean, to my knowledge, I haven't heard of any other coin actually partnering with Microsoft, but I could be wrong. So that day caught my attention. Right now, this coin extremely undervalued and extremely far from all-time high. All-time high was around 16 cents. Right now, space and time, it's around 2 cents. When would the bottom be officially in? That's what I'm waiting for before I throw anything in there. Uh, yeah, Web3 team meet Tim Shade, Seiko Han, Selmo Ford. They have been my oldest followers since pretty much when I started streaming. And look, I went away and they still here. So I appreciate you guys a ton. All right, GameStop stock fell as a retail business weekend. Its Bitcoin holding also dropping in value. Analysis say the company may sell BTC to raise cash. This shows the risk of mixing volatile crypto with struggling business. Now, I'm not too concerned about what they would sell, to be honest. I'll be more concerned if it was a company that bought pretty early. GameStop, on the other hand, they ain't doing nothing. BRGI crushed today. Which one is that one? Out of the shadow. I haven't heard of that one either. All right, so Tom Lee says Eve already hit bottom. His company brought 460 million worth of ETH in 1 week and now holds over 3.8 million ETH. He believes long-term upgrades and institutional demand will drive ETH price higher, which Tom Lee and the other one, which is SharpLink, they're both stacking up ETH like crazy. And the only thing that I could say to that is that when you really think about it, Ethereum has the possibility to hit 20K long term. So we'll see. So this one was a repeat of the ones that I actually read. So I'm skipping this one. All right, JP Morgan says the recent crypto dip, it's only a correction, not a full bear market. ETF outflow and liquidation cause short-term pressure, but long-term demand remains strong. They expect recovery, not collapse, which is the same exact thing that I've been saying for a good minute. Everyone is going to tell you bear market, sell, sell, sell. You know, they're looking just focusing on chart, but yet we have some of the greatest mind out here preaching. This is not a bear market, people. This is just the beginning. And well, not just the beginning. This is the possibility of a extended cycle. I mean, CZ himself came out and called it a super cycle. And I got the recording right here myself. So I could play it. As a matter of fact, let me play it because people would rather hear facts, right? Give me a second, guys.
So that force may be strong enough to offset the 4-year cycle. Who knows?
So you're saying next year bull market?
We may be seeing a super cycle. So we'll see. Yeah. I'm not sure. Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
You heard what you said. We may be seeing a super cycle. but he is not sure. And this is CZ Binance himself. So at the end of the day, everyone could say whatever they want. I know what I'm reading on the data, and I'm also hearing what the bigger institution, even Kathy Woods herself, came out and said 4 year cycle has been disrupted. But hey, people want to believe and want to see what they want to. And that's okay because right now I'm the one being stubborn that I don't want to hear we're in a bear market because I see data that tells me we are not. I'm sure we're in well, Wes, that's you, bro. Uh let me bring out Kathy Woods herself right here. Right.
Sovereign debt crisis during our regional bank crisis. But right now, it's risk on. It is climbing another wall of worry, and that is the 4 year cycle. We think the 4 year cycle is going to be disrupted, and what I mean by that is Bitcoin regularly dropped 75 to 90% in its early days. The volatility is going down. It's down about 30 some odd percent. And I think there's a fear of the 4 year cycle. We think that the move by institutions into this new asset class is going to prevent much more of a decline. We may have seen the low a couple of weeks ago.
So, and I could keep on finding people that been here for the longest, and I could keep on bringing on-chain data that's telling you guys this is not the bear market yet. I could use AI, and AI would tell you this is not the bear market yet. But people are so focused that it is what they say, and what they say goes, which is ultimately hilarious to me. Let's say DCA, the win, stay bullish. Appreciate that, man. You guys talking about my singing? Come on. It's nice to know the TikTok folks and me. Yeah, we still appreciate you, Web3. Um, D Mac in the house. What's going on, brother? Hey, D Mac, this is what you wanted, right? A solo show where I can answer questions. And here I am, bro. I'm ready to answer whatever questions. We all know you sang with Menudo. Oh, come on, Crypto Ray, really? Menudo? I'm old, but I ain't that old. All right, so MSCI may remove company that hold large crypto reserves from its stock index. This will force many funds to sell their shares. Strategy could be affected. This could shift billions in investment flow. That is the only negative thing that I could see. If they actually allow MSCI to go through with this, then maybe, unless they really don't care, but maybe some of the companies may be forced to sell their Bitcoin treasury. Even though in the long term, I don't think it's going to really matter whether they're listed or not. Just saying. Well, he's a young buck, purple Bitcoin. I wish when I ain't that young, bro. I look young though. What's my favorite food? Oh, that's a good question, Wes. I'm more of like a Asian type of food guy. I could eat Chinese, Japanese, easy. Obviously, Mexican food, Spanish food. I was born eating it, so to me, it's nothing new. I'm bullish for a super cycle future hope. Yeah. Yeah. So Tim Shea, yeah, we'll appreciate. Oh my God, Tim Shea, drop it, bro. My guy Tim Shea says, I love donuts. Hey, if it really would have been true, Tim Shea, I would have became a cop, okay? Empanadas are good. Well, Alex, I'll be honest, I like the Korean soy, garlic, and honey. Man, that was banging. Chicken. If your favorite food is steak, you think we are in a bear market? My favorite food is not steak. Alaskan king crab. I have a hard time trying to cut the crab, but yeah. All right, Swissborg and MasterCard will launch a crypto debit card in 30 plus country. Users can spend BTC, ETH, SOL, and stablecoin at normal store. Crypto will convert to local cash and checkout. This pushes real world crypto spending, which is part of the whole adoption scenario that I've been talking about as well. Um, AFT. Wait, this why is this one a repeat? Yeah, skip. All right, Say Wallet app will come pre-installed on Xiaomi Xiaomi phones. Chinese people. Outside the US and China, this express millions of users to crypto instantly. The project also launched 5 million innovation fund to boost mobile blockchain adoption. I guess they're trying to do the same thing that Solana did, which by the way, I heard Solana new coin Seeker is supposed to launch soon. And let me check something else talking about new coin as well. Didn't Midnight drop already? Night. Yep, Midnight drop already. Yeah, I was paying attention to it, but see, this is why I like to give it a couple of days before actually get into any crypto, especially when there was an airdrop or a pre-sale. I like to wait it out. Look at that. I mean, 105, a lot of people sold. And right now it's at 7 cents. But I'll definitely keep my eye out on it because maybe I should do an alert. Once this thing start moving back up, it could probably rip again. Yeah, it did drop yesterday. Okay. So just something to keep, an eye out on. I don't think it's done. So ah, guys, here's a good one. Here's a good one. My wife does all Asian dishes. Well, Tim Shea, let me know when I could come through, okay? When BTC breaks 100K, Selmo, I am hoping that it happens at least, if it doesn't happen within a week or two, I do hope that at least it happens after holidays and all of that. Yeah, Daniel. Yeah. Technically, Web3, welcome in. All right, so another person, Bitwise CEO predicts a massive bull run. So he says, Bitwise CEO says crypto will see a major bull market in 2026. He believes institutional adoption, tokenization, and stablecoin growth will drive long-term expansion. He thinks old 4-year cycles are fading. Okay. Let me stop. I think you guys are getting the point here, right? Now, Chris Larson backed a startup project called Yellow that plans to launch its own token. The XRP community reacted strongly, though no direct XRP integration exists yet. Details remain limited. Now, I do remember finding something about this, and I believe that Chris Larson put about 10 million, but that was out of its own pocket. So, what does that really mean for the XRP army? In my opinion, nothing. It's a free world, free country. People get to do whatever they want, in my opinion. Web3, are you saying hi or are you saying bye? Bitcoin gave us a little tease today, didn't it? Yeah, it sure did, Cinema. Now, XRP ETF recorded 16 days of continuous inflow, passing 1 billion in total capital. This shows strong institutional demand. ETF buying removes XRP from circulation, which may reduce supply on exchanges, which is something that I explained last time. If we're talking about the regular XRP ETF, which is spot, it actually does help the price because these companies gotta buy up the supply and put it in a cold storage. But when it comes to the futures supply, it doesn't do shit because futures trading is different, at least when it comes for the ETF. So, talking about XRP ETF, 21Shares is preparing to launch a US spot XRP ETF. The ETF will hold, which is what I'm talking about, will hold real XRP, giving investor regulated exposure. This could expand institutional participation and liquidity. What's going on, Joel? What's going on 24/7? Seiko Hunt says fake news. Fake news on what? All right, now Tether launched QBHC Health, a privacy-focused AI health app. Data stays on the user device instead of the cloud. This shows Tether expanding beyond stablecoin into AI health tech, which is pretty interesting, if you ask me. What's going on, Stark? Welcome in. And the last, no, it's not the last. Meteora used 10 million to buy back MET token, removing 2.3% of supply. The project also added staking reward and utility perks buyback, reduce supply, and can support price if demand remains strong. Now, that's one of the tokens. I know Sleeves and I were actually talking about it. And I'll be honest, I expected a bigger boom. But then when it actually launched, it wasn't as great as I thought, at least. That's why you can always compare the coins, right? Look at that. It went all the way from about 62 cents all the way to 29. So it's 50% down, you could kind of say. Okay, the Treasury wants FinCEN to take centralized control over AML enforcement, which is anti-money laundering enforcement. The goal is to focus on real crime instead of paperwork violation. They may ease compliance pressure for banks and crypto firms. Count of seeing crypto in the house. Welcome in. Now, Texas became the first U.S. state to creation a Bitcoin reserve. To create a Bitcoin reserve, it bought 5 million worth of BTC. Supporters say it strengthens state finance. Critics warn taxpayer funds are being exposed to volatility. So one of the reasons why I want to go to Texas is because they are so crypto friendly. In New York, it's such a pain in the A when it comes to all of that. Exchange inflow drop, meaning fewer people are moving BTC to sell. This reduced selling pressure and help BTC recover 80K to above 94K. Lower inflow are often bullish, which is what I was saying earlier. The come to Florida count. You know what's funny? I don't mind Florida. I've been to Florida a couple of times, bro, and I loved it out there. My kids, on the other hand, they don't really like it. Um, my biggest concern when it comes to Florida, it's like the natural disasters, hurricanes, all of that. I don't think my BMW could handle none of that. So, guys, give me a minute. I forgot to check on TikTok Studio. So I already got it. When they send the puzzle, it's because I have like an hour that I don't look at TikTok Studio. What's going on, AI? All right, there you go. I mean, unless count, you tell me there's a certain part of Florida that doesn't get as affected, then maybe I could reconsider. Ha, Stock, you're funny, man. All right, lawmaker wants to pass a clear crypto tax bill by 2026. It may exempt small payment from capital gain taxes and clarify staking taxes. This aims to reduce confusion and reporting pain for users, which that's one thing that they really need to focus on. All the other regulation is great, but we want to know, hey, going to be the tax consequences at the end of everything. Spartan, welcome in, brother. Appreciate you joining. Now, Ethereum and select altcoin rose as market fear declined. However, the rally is limited to only a few coins. A full altcoin season has not started yet, which is what I've been saying as well. In order for us to have the full 4-year cycle that some people claim, there needs to be an altcoin season, which we never have one. A month or almost a month of an altcoin run was not an altcoin season. 3 days of an altcoin run was not an altcoin season. So you cannot have a 4-year cycle without the full cycle. Just saying, okay? Walmart and silver, nice, Wes. Yeah, silver did actually nice, but I did call silver was gonna hit $60, and guess what? Silver touched $60. All right, Tether froze 3.3 billion in USDT over 2 years, far more than USDC. Most freezing happened on Tron. This highlight both crime fighting power and the centralized control risk of USDT. Finally, the last two news. XRP is increasingly viewed as financial infrastructure instead of a speculative token. Its value may depend on payment volume, liquidity, and bank adoption, not DeFi metrics. Adoption is still in progress, not guaranteed yet. My pick was 72 for silver. What the rock my silver pick? I'll be honest, Spartan, I still think silver could possibly run all the way to 100, but let's see, bro. Let's see, right? Now, the crypto market gained 150 billion in 24 hours. Bitcoin led the move along with ETH, Solana, and XRP. The rally was driven by ETF inflow, which is the other part that I keep telling you guys. Yes, other altcoins, lovely. But at the end of the day, what we want to see is where is the money going into? And money is going into Bitcoin, money is going into ETH, money is going into Solana, money is going into XRP. Very little money, but still going into HBAR. And what do they all got in common? ETFs, which is one of the things that I was stressing last time. You guys gotta keep your eye on these coins that actually have an ETF pending, because those are the coins that are going to do better than everything else, in my opinion. So that is all that I got for the news, guys. If you want me to take a look at some charts, by all means. And guys, here I am actually done with this part of the stream. I'll see you guys tomorrow, same time. I appreciate each and everyone that joined, like always. But if you want to continue the party, come over here to TikTok. There's about 89 people watching right now, and you'll see how fun it is. Have a good one, everyone. Appreciate y'all.